What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back once again with another episode of F1 2006 Career Mode. If you saw the last episode, the Grand Prix of San Marino, I sincerely apologise about the driving conduct in that one. Today, in the Grand Prix of Europe, we're going to make sure we get redemption. We need to claw back some points in the championship. We've dropped down to third, I believe, now. So, let's get out there and make things right.
Here we are once again at the Nürburgring for Saturday qualifying. As usual, we're expecting it to be as exciting and incident-filled as ever. So let's press on with session 1.
So off we go for our first lap of the weekend then. I've actually just found out that I've not been running a setup for maybe the last 2 races, I believe. I'm not too sure why that is. Normally my setups do save from season to season. I don't have to do anything, but I noticed in the comments someone said something about it. And when I went to go change the setup, for this race in particular, everything was down the middle. So now with the setup on the car, we might have a return to form, hopefully, and damn do we need it. That's what I'm talking about. This is going to be a really good lap here. Through the final corner, on the power, oh, nice and early, probably a little bit too early there. Across the line, 27.1. That will get us top of the timesheets by what I'd imagine by some way.
We'll continue with session 3 of qualifying in a few moments.
27.1, I went quite a bit faster in this session versus Q1. Whereas I feel like the AI actually went slower in this one. I think the gap is well over a second to second place. But now is the true test. Qualifying 3. Normally Renault comes to the fore in this session. The AI in general just seemed to be much stronger in Q3. So let's see if we have the buffer still to the rest of the field. Pole would be lovely, but I'd still be happy with at least, I don't know, front row. Alright, everyone's warming up. We're going to go out. Probably going to go 1 lap short. Honestly, I'm not sure. We normally go lap 6. I think this time I'm going to go lap 5 and have a faster qualifying car. Yeah, let's do it. Lap 5. Lap 6. See, this is always the hardest thing. I always play it really safe. Could go really long into the race based on our pace. But I don't know if the tyres will make it that far. You know, I want to, have a quick qualifying car, but then that'll leave me, like, really slow for the second half of the race. There's so much to factor into these Grand Prix. And, almost all the time I go fairly conservative. But given the pace advantage we have, let's just stick it with lap 6. And play for the race. That's where the points are. So let's not dally about. 29.6 puts me pole at the moment by like half a second. It's not the greatest lap in the world as well, to be honest, as the fuel burns off as I get used to how the car reacts on heavy fuel. I think we could knock a second off of this time, I reckon, at least.
I'm all out on hot laps as I speak.
Well, there you go, there's 8 tenths just in the first sector alone. Another 5, middle sector. I don't know that there's too much we can improve on in the third. That was pretty good last time around. Oh well, I've just, for God's sake, how typical. Not the greatest run through that final chicane. Final corner. Physicality was improved to a 128.7. If we wouldn't a good time here, we should be pretty close to that. 28.710. Revisional pole for the German Grand Prix, or should I say European Grand Prix. Early doors. It's all McLaren. Between me and Fizzy, nothing much really to separate us. 3 tenths back to Massa. Schumacher, pretty sizable gap there. Alonso surely can do better than a 30 flat at the moment that he's running. But, honestly, now that I'm in the championship fight, now that I'm a true front runner, I've been able to analyse some of these teams a little bit better now in this field. I've certainly noticed that Renault are certainly more competitive in qualifying than what they are in the race. They tend to run with a lighter car and, stop a couple of laps early versus, Ferrari, who would like to run really deep into the race. They tend to have a better race car, and as such, they're, pretty much leading the way in the championship. But in this one, it looks like Renault has the early advantage, so be pretty crucial for those guys to get some points back. 6 minutes to go. Montoya is also pretty competitive too, I'm not going to lie, so Obviously a track that suits McLaren a little better. 6 minutes to go, we're going to go out there again, have another crack at this. We're certainly not safe on the 28.7. I feel like another 2 or 3 tenths and we should be alright, but there's still always the threat of some of the other guys improving. Wow, okay. Personal best first sector. New tyres coming in pretty well. This corner is always a bit of a nail biter. As you can see there, back end is all over the place. Oh, that's a terrible run through that corner as well. If we can nail the final chicane, we're 2 tenths down at the moment, but on the running lap time, we're only a tenth down on our previous best. If we can get a good run through here, it'll make our quali session, which I think we actually nailed it there. Not too much to improve on that attempt. Through the final corner, we'll improve by a couple of tenths, I reckon. Low 28, 28.4. 28.4, that might be good enough for pole already. So yeah, just a bit of a recap. If you're new to this series or if you didn't watch 2006 season of Formula 1, I've got 21 laps of fuel on board. You run with your race fuel in qualifying, and you basically spend the whole session trying to burn it off, and all the lap times really come out at the end of the session. Some teams will underfuel their cars, some will overfill to be more competitive in the race. We've gone for the middle ground, so we're probably going to be able, I don't know, we'll have advantage over Renault in the race, I'd say. Ferrari is going to be pretty damn fast as always, so when it comes to the battle for the win, I expect a three-way fight between all the teams. Come on, man. Bottled that final chicane as well. I knew I needed to attack. That's a 28.3. Last lap now. What have you guys got? Jeez, we really attacked this middle sector. All comes down to this now. Finally! I just needed a break earlier. I kept carrying too much speed into that final chicane. Final corner. I think this is going to be improvement. This is going to be pole. European Grand Prix, thank you very much. 27.7. That's actually a second faster than Fisichella. Domination. And man, we really needed that. GG. Well played. Schumacher P5. Yeah, pretty crucial for us in the race to be in front of our key championship rivals.
So there we have it. From 10th to pole, the grid order looks like this.
Good stuff. Honestly, really, really good stuff. We've got, the Renaults kind of sandwiched in between us and the Ferraris, which is crucial. I expect the Renaults, honestly, to probably dissipate off the back of us, and the Ferraris will come to the forefront. They were still doing laps at the end there, especially Michael Schumacher, and he wasn't even close to toppling the Renaults in the end there. So overall, we were the fastest over the course of the weekend. Schumacher confirms his pace with that 28.6. He did the second fastest lap of the weekend, and that was probably in Q2. So that tells to me that, yeah, the Ferraris, I'd say, were probably running with a lot more fuel. So it's an exciting race in prospect. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can grab the W and really kind of level up this championship once again between myself and Schumacher. So without further ado, let's get to the Grand Prix of Europe and see if we can pull it off.
This is the European Grand Prix, live from the world-famous Nürburgring in Germany. You have pole. Next on the front row is Giancarlo Fisichella.
You have pole. Oh, and beside you is Fisichella. We don't care about him.
The grid has been cleared. And the field move away to begin the parade lap.
Feeling pretty good about this one. Pace was amazing in quali. In the race, I see no reason why we shouldn't be the fastest again. Besides the AI, the only thing that can take the race win away from us today is this corner right here. So make sure we don't brake and turn at the exact same time. And we should be alright. It will be a massive problem though at the end of stints when the tyres are worn out.
Okay, we're looking for a race victory today. Being on the front row of the grid, you're in a great position to make it happen. Do not slow it on the first few laps though. Just try to maintain your position and aim for lap consistency, which should get quicker and quicker as the fuel load goes down.
That's the plan, boss. I've really backed these guys up on this formation lap. Probably harming their tyre warm-up, but you got to save the warm-up for the end of the lap so you don't abuse the tyres too much and they don't cool out too much at the end. And now we wait. Here we go then. European Grand Prix. I want to get this start right, so I'm not going to talk too much. 5 red lights.
The race is go, go, go! You got off to a great start. So does Vettel. Here come the drivers plowing into the first corner. You're leading out of the first corner. Next is
Remember that race a few seasons ago where I absolutely pile-drived into Massa, I think it was, at turn 1 there? It's
Next is Massa.
thankfully not the case today. We have come a long way. Not much exchanging a position back there. The only one I can see is Schumacher jumping Alonso.
There's been an incident at turn 7. It's Sato.
May need to watch out for getting a corner cutting penalty there. It's probably one of the more subtle corners we could get wrong, I reckon. The end of the first lap, it's been pretty solid so far.
Great first sector. That's the fastest time you've set so far.
Oh my god, you're 4.4 seconds up. You must be some kind of alien. Oh my god, just felt like the straight line speed there was amazing. I felt like I was going so fast into that corner. That was ridiculous.
Nearly a second faster in sector 2.
Gap is 2. Oh dear, don't do that again. Gap is 2.6. Pace looks really strong early doors. However, the AI always come back in the second stint, so that is why the gap needs to be large.
Good final sector. Your best so far this session.
That lap record is rubbish. Oh, that's nice. That's so satisfying when you nail a corner on this game. It doesn't happen all too often because I'm on the pad. And the controls are a little bit clunky, but when you do nail it, it just feels absolutely amazing. 27.4, that's up there with the best times I've done all weekend. It's just literally all golden right now. Don't know what to say. The AI have no answer. Tyres are getting pretty worn now. This is probably the point in the Grand Prix where I need to look after them, like up here. Just watch the car behaviour. You see that little flick of oversteer, entry, like kind of entry oversteer, braking oversteer, just a little bit unstable there. It's been building over the last few laps. Only have to deal with it once more.
Looks like there's been an incident at turn 15. It's a Super Aguri that slammed into the barrier. It's E-Day!
Yes, it wouldn't be a Grand Prix without a little bit of oil, would it? It should all be pretty academic. The lead is pretty sizable. And it looks like, if anything, Schumacher was the first one to dive into the pits. Interesting. Yeah. A bit slow on that left rear. Probably not the greatest idea to talk during a pit stop, but it's not too bad. 8 seconds. It's only 2/10 slower than my usual. Should be lead of the Grand Prix once again.
Is first. He's up from second. Montoya is second. That's a gain of 2 places. Your third.
Former teammate who hasn't stopped yet is now in my way.
Next is
So, I mean, you guys will get to see an overtake or a crash. I hope there's not bad blood between us. So where is this McLaren stronger versus the Toyota? I think it's just straight line speed, to be honest. The Toyota was a bit of a snail. I'm going really conservative here, just not wanting to run into the back of this guy. Okay, now you can see the flaws of this Toyota starting to emerge. It's all high speed, both in the corners and in straight line speed. We're going to lunge this guy. Oh no! No, I've slowed down.
Both drivers on the podium today.
Don't penalize. Oh, 6 seconds. 6 seconds, and I even slowed down. Alright. Oh my god, that is really slow. That's basically stopped me on the circuit there. Rejoining on the track. Massa has also stopped on this lap. It's the lead of the Grand Prix once again. The gap is 8 seconds. What? I think I just need a moment to process everything that's happened. Maybe Massa stopped the same lap as I did. Because I saw a red dot in the pit lane. Obviously it wasn't him. Maybe it was the Super Aguri of E-Day who had already retired. Fisichella is now in second place. And the gap is not 8 seconds. It's 2.8. Okay, so lots of things are happening right now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's been an incident at turn 1. One of the Red Bulls has completely lost control and collided with the wall. It's clear!
Hey, driver.
No yellow flags out in sector 1, no overtaking.
Oh, no. What's going on, man? We can't make one simple overtake. We then come to that corner on a fresh set of tyres and we lose the back end like crazy. Just need to take a bit of a chill pill here. Just regroup. We're still in control. Just.
Good start. You just put in your best time through sector 1.
Honestly, finding this a bit amusing now. Everyone is back in their qualifying positions. Alonso has managed to get Schumacher back because Schumi stopped so early in the Grand Prix now. I've been able to compose myself a little bit more. Back in control of the race for just a lap or two there. Things are getting pretty hectic and I just wasn't concentrating because of so much stuff happening. But 3 laps to go. We're now stretching the gap over Fisichella. I can probably set fastest laps of the Grand Prix though. Do I want to? Not really. I just want to bring this home.
That's the fastest you've been through sector 1 in this session.
You know how I said I didn't want to go fastest lap? Well, I'm not trying to. I am a walking contradiction. I said I didn't want to go for fastest lap. We're going to go ahead and set it now. Here we go. 26.5? Are you serious? That's, what, 6-7 tenths faster than what we've gone all weekend? And I'm just trying to bring this home now. Are you joking, Ben? Last lap of the Grand Prix. This has been a roller coaster of emotions. You know, normally, I don't enjoy these kind of races where I'm out in the lead, but I'm starting to enjoy it now. I'm starting to just chill, relax, just keep on driving and just extend the gap. We're doing what the AI do to me normally. We're doing it to them. 8 seconds to Fisichella. I don't know. It really is a puzzling game. It really is. We can turn up to some racetracks and be absolutely dominant. You know, go for fastest laps when we're not even trying. We rock up to the next Grand Prix and we're nowhere. We're all over the place. Consistency, we can't complete a lap without spinning out, like in Imola, for example. And then we turn up again, and it's just a complete 360. I don't know what it is about this game. It's hard to predict at every single turn. As we come up to the final one now. It's going to be our 3rd race win of the season. Could potentially put us back in the running for the championship. GG.
That's a truly momentous win. You take maximum points from this Grand Prix.
Alonso P4, Schumacher P5. Pretty much a role reversal of what happened 2 races ago. So I think we will have the lead of the championship once again. It'll be close though.
It's been a captivating weekend here at the Nürburgring. Plenty of action, plenty of surprises. It's been a brilliant weekend of racing here in Germany.
Alright, 9 seconds to Fisichella. That was domination. You know, say what you want about, you know, the first 2 rounds of the season. I felt like that was domination. This is on another level. That was very, very comfortable. I thought we'd have the lead of the driver's standings. I was really only factoring myself and Schumacher into the equation. Of course, Massa staying ever consistent. Stays in the lead with 36 points. So I think the gap is now 2 points between us. I did say it would be close to the top, and it certainly is now. What, 5-6 races in now. It's anyone's championship, and I want to make sure that we're there at the end of the season when it comes crunch time. In terms of the constructors, 3 points separating us and Renault. Then another bit of a gap to Ferrari. Montoya did a great job today. I believe he was there or thereabouts, I think in P6. If he can continue those and I can keep winning, might be half a chance to get that Constructors, but It's been a pretty good day. Aha! It is a new trophy. We haven't won here at the German Grand Prix, so that is a welcome addition to the cabinet. You know, the one I really would have liked to have get was Imola, but, you know, I think that might just be asking a little bit too much. The pace was awesome there, but it's just, you can be as fast as you like, but if you can't be consistent, then you've got no chance. Let's have a look at the inbox. McLaren are shouting my praises once again, so thank you to the team. Look at the contrast. Poor Grand Prix, bang, victory. Wouldn't surprise me if we turn up to the next race and we are absolutely average. So the next Grand Prix coming up is the Spanish Grand Prix at Catalunya. Has the old layouts of the final sector. So if you haven't seen that before, that's a bit of a spectacle on an F1 game. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's a pretty good racetrack, the old layout, so I'm looking forward to getting out there once again. Alonso was the last winner there, so he'll be hoping to summon the home crowd behind him and getting back in the championship fight. But guys, that's been this episode for today. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more F1 2006 videos. We have a pretty short turnaround between now and F1 2018 coming out. So in order to get this season done before then, I'm going to be uploading very regularly. Most days in a week, you'll probably see F1 2006 until this series is done. So if you enjoy this, got some good news because you'll be seeing a whole lot more of it. So thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, the Spanish Grand Prix. I'll see you next time.